Alright, so today I'm gonna talk a little bit about leg drive. I know a lot of people probably don't really think about this too much, but this is something, in case you're trying to become an aspiring powerlifter one day, this is gonna be a concept that you want to learn how to do very well, okay? So if you kind of look at me as I'm bench pressing, right, you're gonna see I'm trying to drive the bar from my sternum, and I'm trying to drive it slightly halfway up and slightly halfway back. Now what I'm doing with my leg is I'm brushing my feet away from me and using that momentum to kind of bring the bar from point A, which is my chest, to point B up. So if you look here, a lot of people would overarch, right, especially on the top of their feet. And when they do this, if you really think about where you're driving your feet, the energy from your feet is actually going towards away from you. So you don't really want to set your feet too far back, because if you kind of look, when you try to put leg drive into your bench press, the leg drive is going to go somewhere else. Now, if you look at this next picture, right, the leg drive is going to be square, which is fine. But if you look at the way the leg is set up, right, the leg drive is just going to drive straight up. And this is where you're going to see a lot of people where their butt is going to come off the bench, right? And at the same time, we're trying to move the weight from point A, which is our chest, back to where our shoulders are at, right? So you would kind of want the direction of your leg drive to kind of go more towards your face or more towards where your shoulder blades are at. And that is why my technique, my feet is a little bit further past my knees. Now if you look, if I was to brush my feet away from me, right, you're going to notice like the direction of my legs and everything is kind of going towards where the bar is sitting at right now. Where the black arrow ends is kind of where you want the bar to be at. So if you look at the way my leg is set, if I brush my feet away, the moment the bar comes off my chest, it's going to go right back to where it's at currently right now. Does that make sense? Alright, so along with the leg drive, right, you're going to see me as I bring the bar down to my chest, or where my sternum is sitting at. I'm going to focus all of my energy, let's just say halfway, from the halfway point of the top to about where my chest is at. I'm going to slow down the weight, right, and I'm going to try to pause, literally let the bar hover on my chest. Because at the end of the day, as long as the bar kind of touches your chest, right, you're going to get a press call. So what you want to do is, as the bar comes down towards your chest, you literally just want to let it barely touch your chest. And as it barely touches your chest, you want to push against it while pausing. And then the moment you get the press call, then you drive it away from you, utilizing your leg drive, making sure your chest stays up. One of the things that you will notice a lot about people's core strength, and a lot of people's, a lot of their, let's say, the supporting muscles is weak if the bar comes down to your chest and your entire chest sinks down. So every time you take a deep breath and you bring the bar down to your chest, you don't want the bar to sink down. You literally want to utilize it as tough as you can. Now this is, again, me deadlifting. One of the things that I've been really liking is slow descents. So along with my deadlift workout, I've been adding a lot of extra volume at the end of the workout, and just really controlling the eccentric to kind of train that part of my deadlift. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today.